Hello guys, this is first lesson on Apache Kafka. Here we are going to discuss about how to install it on a single node cluster together with Apache Zookeeper. So Apache Zookeeper is mandatory software for running Apache Kafka, right? Be it single node or be it multi-node. Okay, and Apache Kafka comes together with Zookeeper inside it. Okay, so you don't need to install it separately, right? You can use the Zookeeper which comes inside Apache Kafka together with that. Okay, so this is the search results of Apache Kafka. Let's go to Apache Kafka main site. Okay, and to download Apache Kafka, go to download section. Yeah, and on download section you'll be able to see the stable release. So current stable release is on 11th of February is 1.0.0. okay, and in this one you'll be able to see two tar files. Okay, one is related to Scala 2.11 and one is related to Scala 2.12. okay, if you are not using Scala, or if you are not running on environment where Scala is running, then you probably can use any of them, but Kafka is recommending to use 2.11, as you can see it written here as well. Yeah, so we'll download it from here. So because we don't want to wait it as of now during video, yeah, I have already downloaded this version. Okay, 2.11. So as soon as you click on this one, it will take you to the mirror of Apache. Yeah, and as soon as you click on this one, it will be downloaded on your local machine. Okay, so what I've done is I've already transferred this tar file, right, 2.11 Scala version with 1.0.0 Kafka version to my server. Yeah, and let's go to the server now. Okay, so let's start it from the scratch. Okay, let's remove this one which was running already. I will kill if there is anything running already. Yeah, so let me kill whatever is already running and we'll run this from scratch. Okay, so let's remove this one. Okay, okay, so you can see the tar file here. Okay, so the first step, so if we do ps minus ea zoo, there is nothing running for Zookeeper and there is nothing running for Kafka as well. Okay, so we are good to go from scratch. Okay, so the first step would be untar the tar file. So tar minus xzvf and Kafka tar file. It will untar our um, installation tarboard. Yeah, so this is a directory which has been created. Let's go inside the directory now. Okay, so the first step in installing Kafka would be to make Zookeeper up and running first. Okay, so let's start with the Zookeeper. Let's go inside the config folder. Okay, you'll be able to see zookeeper.properties. Okay, we open that. We don't need to change many things. Okay, we don't need to do any fancy things as of now to run it on a single node cluster. Okay, so let's change the data directory. Okay, so we'll create data directory probably, right, data underscore zk will create it. Okay, so because you don't want to keep your data inside temp, if it is outside temp and in your local directory, it is more manageable. Yeah. 2181 is the default port which we need to remember, and if 2181 is being used for anything else, you may want to change your port accordingly. Yeah, so let's save this zookeeper.properties file, and this is the name of the directory that we need to create. So let's create this directory inside the main directory, dir, and this. Okay, you can see this is created now. Yeah, and the same directory we have mentioned inside Zookeeper property file as well. Okay, so now it's time to run Zookeeper as a daemon process. So bin and server start config and zookeeper.properties. Okay, and this is how you can run it. Okay, so before we do that, let me what is there inside okay. So main thing that I wanted to highlight in this session is the heap size. Okay, so heap size is mentioned here. In case if you require more heap size, you need to change it before you start your Zookeeper server. Okay, so as of now, for a single node cluster, I think it's fine if it is by default given as 512 MB. Yeah. Same. Okay. So bin Zookeeper start config zookeeper.properties and ampersand so that it runs in background as a daemon process. Yeah, you can see it is binded to 2181 port, okay, which is mentioned in our property file. Okay, so Zookeeper is up and running. Let's just check it with ps-ef grep zoo as well. Okay, so you can see it running. Okay, and it has assigned 512 MB of heap size as well. Yeah, and the location is where we have started. Yeah, the main thing I forgot to tell you is if Java home is not set in your environment, the first step would be to set up your Java environment. Okay, Java 1.8. Okay, so in my environment, Java is already set, as you can see, right? It is pointing to 1.8.0.151. Okay, that is the reason I did not get any error. If you don't set your Java properly and if Java home is not set, as soon as you start your process for Zookeeper or Kafka, you'll see an error mentioning that Java is not set. Okay, if you have not done that, please do that. Okay, so now let's move on to running Kafka now. Okay. Let me create a data directory for Kafka as well. Right, so probably let's mention it as a data underscore Kafka. Okay. And yeah, as you can see, data underscore Kafka is. Let's go inside config folder, okay, and open server.properties. Okay, so in this session we'll not discuss about each and every properties which is present in this property file. Okay, let me just give you what is mandatory probably, right? So there are too many properties. If you go to Apache Kafka documentation as well, you will be able to find too many properties on that, right? So all are not mandatory to run Apache Kafka cluster or Apache Kafka node, right? So based on your requirement, based on your setup, you can use those properties to change the behavior of Apache Kafka, the default behavior of Apache Kafka, right? So it's a very good documentation. If you go onto Apache Kafka site, right, this is a very good documentation, right? And it covers everything. So all the APIs which is being given by Apache Kafka, what all configuration you need to do, right? What all installation step you need to do, and all those things, okay, including implementation and security features and everything. Such big documentation, right? So if you are really interested in using Kafka in your production cluster, or if you are interested in Apache Kafka in any of your project, right, I would suggest you go through all these points which is given on this particular site. Okay, it's very good. The documentation is very good, and it covers mostly almost all the aspects of Kafka. Okay. Okay, so let's come back to the configuration file. So broker.id is something which should be unique across your cluster. So if you have 3 Kafka servers in your cluster, it should have a unique ID. Okay, you cannot start your cluster, or you cannot have multiple servers in your cluster having same ID, right? Because you need to identify each and every server uniquely. Okay, so as of now, because this is single node cluster, broker ID default 0 is fine, right? 9092 is the default port which it assigns. Okay, advertised listener is something, so if you want to connect your Kafka from outside, so as of now it is commented, and without uncommenting it and without mentioning your host name here, you will not be able to connect this Kafka server from outside of this server. Okay, so if you want to connect your Kafka client, right, with respect to producer or consumer, you need to keep this property uncommented with your proper host name where you are installing this Kafka. Okay. Another thing that we may want to change is the log.directory. Yeah, you can mention multiple directories. Is log.directories. Okay, it is not log.directory. Okay, but yeah, so it is flexibility that Kafka gives. If you have multiple directory where you want to keep the data right of your Kafka, then you can do that. So as of now, we'll just mention a single directory. It's a comma separated list of directories if you need to have multiple directories. Okay. And another thing that we would change, right? Not as of now, because it is anyway pointing to localhost 218 and will have Zookeeper and Kafka running on the same server on the localhost itself. Right? I'm not changing anything. Okay. But if you want to connect anything outside of that, you need to mention this IP address of port Zookeeper. Okay. So we don't need to change anything. We only have changed the data directory. Yeah, we have not changed anything else to set up this single node cluster. So let's save this file. Okay, similar to Zookeeper, the startup file or startup script is present here inside a bin folder. Okay, so let's open Kafka start.sh. Right. So similar to Zookeeper, if you want to change the heap size being assigned to Kafka, you can change it to the file. Okay. So now let's start Kafka. Okay. Command is start config server.properties and ampersand to run it in a background. Yeah. Start it. Yeah. It started. It says Kafka server ID equal to 0. Started successfully. Yeah. Let's go from the screen, right? And let's create a topic. Probably so topic is nothing but if you're using this for the first time and if you don't know what topic is, it's nothing but a logical entity, right, with respect to your data. Okay. And all the production of the messages to Kafka and receiving the consumption of the messages from Kafka is with respect to topic only. Okay, you need to mention your topic from where you need to put your messages or listen from messages. Okay, so I'll show you some basic commands. Okay, so and although Kafka also create topic automatically based on the default configuration. Yeah, if topic does not exist, so as soon as you transfer any messages or produce any messages on the Kafka cluster or Kafka server, right, it will create your topic automatically. Okay, but it will create based on whatever default configuration you have given in the property file. Okay, if you want to create your topic based on your requirement or based on your structure, right, this is the command. Okay, so bean kafka topic.sh create, right, need to mention the topic name. So let's give a topic name test. Replication factor 1 will not go into detail of replication factor as of now. Okay, partition 1 will not go into detail of partition as well. Okay, and you need to mention the URL of Zookeeper. Okay, so as of now, let's consider that this is the basic configuration of any topic. Okay, replication factor 1 and partition 1, right? And yeah, this is the command. So let's see. Let's create this topic first. Okay. This topic is created. We have not seen any errors or anything. Okay, so let's describe this topic first. Okay, to see what we have created, what we the command which we have run and what Kafka has created are same or not. Yeah, and in future as well, if you forgot what you did earlier, right, and if you want to check the configuration of anything, there is a describe command as well. Okay, so script kafka topic.sh, but you need to mention it as a describe, right, and topic as a test, right, and yeah, Zookeeper as a localhost 2181. Yeah, yeah. You can see it has described this topic, right? The name is test, right? Partition is 0, so the single partition only. Replication factor is 1, right? Total replicas it has, because the replication factor is 1, there are no other replicas, so replicas is 0 itself, the server itself, right? And in service replica, right, is also 0, right? So yeah, and leader as well is 0, so leader has been assigned because it's a single node cluster only, so there is no other leader it needs to choose from. Yeah, so yeah, we are good to go. Okay, so we have created topic, we have described the topic and seen that everything is good to go. Okay, now I'll show you basic commands, right? We'll produce some messages, right, and we'll try to consume those messages from the same topic. Okay, so this is the command for producing messages from console. Okay, so broker list you need to mention. So as of now, because we have single node cluster, we have mentioned only single, and topic as a test. Okay, so this is first session of Apache Kafka, right? Single node cluster setup. Okay. Okay, let's cancel this one now, right? And let's see if we are able to consume the messages through console consumer. Yeah. Got some issues. Okay, let's see what have we done, what have we run. We've created test, right? We have let's see what have we done wrong, right? So bootstrap server, right? Localhost 9092, right? Console consumer. Yeah, okay, so we have received this message, right? This is first session of Apache Kafka single node cluster setup, correct? Yeah, so I'm not opening another screen, otherwise I would have shown you that as soon as we open the screen, right, open the producer and produce some messages, it will start getting it from here. Okay, so let's create another message in the producer, and because we are using from beginnings, I'll show you next time that it will again produce this message, and then after, right, it will create another message. Okay, so let's again produce some other message. Okay, that this is test message. So we have created two messages now. First we have produced this message, and now we have produced this message. Yeah, and now let's try to get all the messages from beginning. Okay, yeah, you can see, right, there are two messages. Okay, and if you don't do beginning, right, from beginning, it will get only those messages which are being produced as of now, right? So if we run it without this one, right, it will not be able to get any messages, right, because we are not producing anything as of now, right? So this is how it works, right? I hope you have liked this session, right? In the next session of Kafka, right, we'll mainly work on, or will mainly talk about how to set up multi-node cluster of Zookeeper as well as Kafka. Right, we'll also set up multiple Kafka on the same node as well, right, with different ports like 9092, 9093, 9094. Right, we'll talk more about replication factor. We'll create topic with different replication factor will create a topic with more number of partitions, right, and how it works. We'll talk about ISR as well, right? So we'll talk more about these things. I think you should not worry about those things initially, right? Should probably set up and see how it works, right, and what it is as of now, right, and you should go through the documentation, the initial documentation. I would not suggest you go through the complete documentation. Just read what is topic and what is partition and what is replication factor and everything, and we'll discuss them in detail in the next session. Yeah, thank you very much.